Saint Padre Pio was an Italian priest who was known for his piety and charity, as well as the gift of the Stigmata, which has never been explained. Saint Padre Pio was born Francesco Forgiani on May 25, 1887 in Pietrelcina, Italy. His parents were peasant farmers. He had an older brother and 3 younger sisters. As a child, he was very religious, and by the age of 5 he reportedly made the decision to dedicate his life to God. In 1897, after 3 years of schooling, Francisco expressed to his parents that he wanted to become a friar. His parents traveled to a nearby community of monks and asked if Francesco could join them. He was evaluated, despite his young age, and was told that he needed more education before he could join. To prepare Francesco, his parents decided to hire a private tutor. To pay the cost of the tutor, Francesco's father traveled to America to find work and sent the money home. At the age of 15, Francisco was finally ready and he entered the novitiate of the Capuchin friars at Morcone. He took the name of Pio in honor of Pope Pius I, whose relic he often saw at his local chapel. Brother Pio became a priest in 1910, but was permitted to remain at home because of his poor health. In 1915, with World War I afflicting the world, Padre Pio was summoned for military service. He was compelled to leave a tiny community of monks with whom he was then housed and drafted into medical service. However, he was so sickly that he was often sent home, only to then be recalled for service. In March 1916, he was finally dismissed because of his poor health. On September 20, Padre Pio was hearing confessions when he felt pain in his hands and feet. He noticed the stigmata, the wounds of Christ, appearing on his hands and feet. The experience was painful. Bleeding occurred. The wounds smelled of roses, and although they continued to weep, they never became infected. Doctors who later examined the stigmata were amazed at their perfectly round shape. By 1919, word began to spread about Padre Pio's stigmata, and people came from far away to examine him. Padre Pio became popular with the people he encountered and soon began to attribute supernatural occurrences to him. For example, he was said to levitate and able to perform miracles. His popularity became a source of concern for the Church, and the Vatican began to restrict his activities to minimize public interaction. Padre Pio himself was uncomfortable with his newfound popularity and the attention he received because of his stigmata. A church investigation into his stigmata concluded that his condition was not fake. Padre Pio became internationally famous. He was known for his piety, charity, and the quality of his preaching. He famously advised, "Pray, hope, and don't worry." He had other illnesses as well, including cancer, which was miraculously healed after just 2 treatments. Other problems, such as arthritis, which plagued him in his later years, never went away. Padre Pio died on September 23, 1968. His funeral was attended by over 100,000 people.